Welcome to Outlaw Woodworking. In today's video we demonstrate the Stabilla 180 layout station, and this particular laser is really good for me because I work by myself 99% of the time, and in order to check square or do a layout, you would have to normally we would set up batter boards and strings and do the 3, 4, 5, and it's a lot of work by yourself. But with the Stabilla layout station, basically I can take this laser and set it up on my first corner, and you basically get your tripod as level as possible in the right position, and it has a laser beam that goes a laser dot that goes straight down, and what you do is position that right on your first corner, and then when you turn it on, it'll auto level, and then you have to do a little adjusting to get the dot right where you want it and get it auto leveled at the same time, but it doesn't take too much effort. And once you get it right where you want it, I usually make a mark and take a little measurement, and then I go down to the other side. Right here I'm establishing my first control line, and I'll set this right where I want it. I'll push the auto alignment feature, and it'll start talking to the laser, and the laser will automatically line up to this first control line. And it takes a few seconds for it to find it, and then it'll give a solid green bar. Once you get the solid green bar, you can go to your opposite corner, and that'll give you a perfect 90-degree. You'll go down here, and the laser's already shooting a perfect 90-degree line on this opposite corner. And you go down there and line it up and make a mark. No strings required. The nice thing about this layout station is I realized that you could basically set this up on the side of a hill and still be able to make that square the way this laser works. So it's going to be pretty nice for laying out any kind of layout, actually. It's going to be great for digging footings, setting forms, doing your layout before framing. It's going to be a really good tool. You basically have to set it up in 3 different corners. Well, actually, you could do 2 opposite corners. I ended up setting it up on 3 corners just to check, and I was able to check the whole building in about 15 minutes. And one of the corners was actually out about a 1/2 inch, and but it won't affect me because when I build the walls on top of this, I'll be able to correct that 1/2 inch. You don't have to use the tripod either. You can just set this in the corner, or like if you're doing layout on a slab, you could just set it right on the concrete. And here you can see I set it in another corner, and then I'm going to go down to the opposite end to get check that mark. And you do the same thing each time. You basically set your control line, and then you can go to the opposite end and it'll show you the 90 degrees. Right here you can see it's auto aligning, and it just found that receiver. You then can go to your opposite corner and find that line. Right there you can see I'm locating the line, and it's giving me a perfect 90 degrees. The accuracy is really, really good. I forget how much it is, but it's exceptional in 350 feet. And my longest run right here is 60 feet. Right there I get it set to check another corner. Right here you can see how to arm it. You turn it on, then you hold down the crosshairs, and now it's going to auto find this control line. And now it's ready to go to the other corner. And right here you can see I'm checking the other corner. And I've now checked all 4 corners of this 60 by 34 building. And it took about 15 minutes. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this episode of the Stabilla 180 layout station. I'd have to give it a thumbs up. It was really good, and it saved me a lot of time. And in the future, I won't even be running strings or batter boards anymore using this. And it really makes life a lot easier for laying out a square. You can see how square this building is. It looks pretty good. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Later.